Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone and welcome again. Now let's start our lesson for today. Today we are in the 1st of October 2020. We are in Unit 2B, page 21 in grammar. Our objectives for today are: number 1, complete 2 dialogues with the simple past or present perfect using since or for. Number 2, identify the use of already and yet. Our vocabulary for today we have since, yet, and already. Let's move on. Now, I want you just to have a look at these two examples. What is the difference between them? Okay, I have here has or have gone. Yes. Example number one. Ahmed has gone to the shopping. Ahmed has been to the shopping. Yes, I have here has gone and has been. I want you just to have a look and try to guess the difference between them, okay? Now let us see together. Number one, when I say that Ahmed has gone to the shopping, that someone has gone somewhere and he's still there. So Ahmed has gone and he didn't come back yet, okay? Number two, has been indicate that someone has visited a place but has come back. Yeah. So when I use been, that one has have been there and come back. Okay. Now, again, we are going now to talk about the difference between since and for. I have since here. Yeah. Then I have a point in time. So I'm certain about the time. Then for, I use for a period of time. Okay. Since refers to the time when the action started. When the action started, I use since. For to refer to the duration of action. Notice that since for the time and for the duration. Okay, since, for example, 5 o'clock yesterday, last week, Monday, July, and so on. So we are going to talk about specific time. We use for to, again, duration, for 5 hours, for 3 days, 2 weeks, 7 months, 10 years, long time, and for ages. Yeah, now I will give you examples. Okay, number one, he has lived in Doha since 2010. Yeah, he's still in Doha. Exercise two, he has lived in Doha for 8 years. Yeah, okay. Did he come back or not? That's right. Now let's continue. What's the difference between yet and already? We use yet and question and negative, that's right. And already an affirmative and question. Okay? Now, we where can I put yet? At the end of the sentence. But already, I can use it between the auxiliary and the main verb or at the end of the emphasis. Okay? Now let us continue. We use yet to talk about something that has not happened but will probably happen soon. Okay? And we use already to emphasize that something has happened before now. Okay? Now I will give you example. Example number one. Have you finished yet? Notice that. It's a question. He hasn't arrived yet for negative form. Exercise 2. I've already seen that TV program. Number 2, you finished eating already. I'm talking here about affirmative sentence or normal sentence. Okay, let's continue that. Now you want to open your student book, page 21, exercise E and P. Now, we have first grammar, present perfect, simple with for, since, yet, and already. We explained this one before. Now I want you to read the dialogue with when did Ted move to this neighborhood. A. How long have you had this flat, Ted? B. I've had it for 2 years since I moved to this neighborhood actually. Okay, now pause the video, try to do it. And after that, we will move to exercise B. We are going to complete the dialogue using present perfect simple or past simple of the verb in the brackets and circle for or since. I'll give you time to do it this one. Do it, then come back to check your answers. Okay, let us see. The answer is 2 years ago. The answer is 2 years ago. Yes, I've had it for 2 years ago since I moved to this neighborhood. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Yeah. Have you seen Rita at or at all lately? Yeah, the answer, I haven't seen her for or since yesterday morning. Yes, the answer is since. I'm talking about time, not duration. The second one, that's strange. She not called me for or since day. In fact, for since the last time we go out together. Okay, let us check your answers. Yes, she hasn't called. Hasn't called. Notice that I use has, yes, for singular subject. Then I have the participant of the verb. Yes, for days. Yeah, in fact, since that last time we go and the past of this form go went out together. Number two, hey, do you know Peter Daly? Of course, I have known him for or since. Yeah, that's right, for ages. We met in secondary school, so we have known him since you were a teenager. Okay? B, that's right, we have been friends since 1990. Okay, did you get the idea? Yes. Now let us move on to exercise C. So we are back the same page, we are in exercise C. Now read the example and complete the rules. Have you called Tom yet? No, but I have already told the other about the meetings. Kelly has finished eating already. I haven't started yet. Okay, we have this dialogue. Now we are going to complete this sentence given. Okay, I'll give you time to finish this one, then come back to check. Okay, let us see. We usually use already in affirmative sentence. Okay, we use already with affirmative sentence. We place it in between have and has and the past participle or at the end of the sentence. Okay, so I use already for affirmative sentence. Again, we use yet and question and negation. We have use it for the question and negative sentence. We place it at the end of the sentence or the question. Did you get the point? Yeah, you are clever. Now let us continue. I want you now to pause the video, try to do this one. Move on to your workbook, page 17, exercise B. Complete by using for, since, yet, or already. Okay, now let's check the answers. I haven't had a good night's sleep. Yes, for months. That's right. I'm talking about duration. We have been simple since he started working. That's right. I have already read this book. It's awful. For I haven't visited Beirut yet. Yeah, that's right, because of the negation. Has Tommy come back from the bank yet? And the second one, Greg hasn't been back to Los Angeles. He left a year ago. The answer is since. Betty hasn't eaten meat for 5 years. We've already watched the documentary. That's right. Number 9, I have known Jack. That's right, for a long time. I'm talking about duration again. You finished cleaning the house already? Yeah, that's a sentence. Yes. Did you have the answers? You can pause the video, check your answer, then continue with me. Okay. Now, again, we are in student book, page 19. We are going to write yet or already in the following sentence. Pause the video, do it by your own, then come back to check. Okay? Let us see. Number one, she has not started working on the project yet. We have negative. I have already sent the payment. 3, I haven't had time to talk to him yet. 4, I have already taken my car to the garage. That's right. 5, they have already again prepared for the trip. Notice that yet at the end already between the auxiliary and the part participle. Okay, most of the guests haven't arrived yet. That's right. Okay. Again, I put worksheets here for you to practice more. Okay, I want you now to pause the video, do it, write 4 or sense in the following sentences. Okay, do this one by your own. I will put the answers for you just to check. Okay, number 1 is 4. I'm talking about month. Number 2, I have a specific time, so I use since. Number 3, I have come to you for 3 weeks. That's right. Bob has been in Washington since Monday and for ages. And I'm talking about specific month, so I use since April. That's very good. Now, let us see this one. Okay, Okay, let's continue. Now I want you to rearrange the following words to make meaningful sentence. Number one, I might have already eaten lunch. So I put the subject at the beginning, then I put the helping verb, I have, then I put already between the helping verb or the auxiliary and the past participle form of the verb. So I have already eaten my lunch. Okay, now I form a complete sentence. Number two, he finished hasn't yet his work. He hasn't finished his work and yet at the end of the sentence. She arrived has now just, she has just arrived now. Okay? For have to they be, they have never been to the zoo. 5. Have you seen a snake ever? Have you ever seen a snake? 6. Waited half hour. Yes, yeah, correct answer. I waited him for 2 hours. Okay. Now I hope that you enjoyed this lesson and get benefit from it. If you have any question, you can revise the structure again and ask me if you have anyone. And that's all for today. Hope you enjoy our lesson for today. and see you next time inshallah.